Hi, it's your girl Intuitively D, and I know I've been MIA because, just like everyone else, a Mercury retrograde in my 10th house kicked my ass. So here is a little synopsis of the new moon in Taurus that's happening. You could do your manifestations and your rituals today, May 18th, but it's hitting its peak, tomorrow, Friday, May 19th. So if you are doing any ritual work, I would even suggest sex magic if you're into that. It's a really sweet time to do it. This is a beautiful moon to really envision and write down and maybe plant literally some seeds to new growth, new goals when it comes to security, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to stability, whatever that looks like, your home, your resources, because that's all what Taurus stands for, right? And it can feel, of course, it probably feels a little chaotic right now because we're still in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, and there's so many other things in Taurus, and maybe you've just been feeling exhausted. But take some time out like I am. I've been feeling exhausted, but I am going to take some time out of my schedule to do just a little something just to plant some seeds for newness for me. It's just really sweet. So let this be an opportunity for you to expand. Hi, Aries rising. This is Intuitively D. I am back for your new moon in Taurus reading. It's happening Friday, May 18th. This is happening in your second house of finances, earned income, maybe like investments. So with the new moon moving into the second house or being in the second house, and with Jupiter just moving into your second house, this is a great time to set intentions around how you want to make money, maybe how you want to invest your money, maybe on how much money you want to make at your current job. Maybe you need to ask for the raise or the promotion or whatever that looks like for you. If you're thinking about starting like side hustles to supplement your income, this would be a good time to do that. And let's pull a card for you. Six of Cups. So maybe you have been reminiscing about the second house also deals with self-esteem. And now that the new moon is there and that Jupiter is there, maybe you have been thinking about how people used to devalue you or maybe just not treat you right. And so this is an opportunity. This is a time where you can plant some seeds, maybe say some affirmations about being a little more self-confident, knowing your worth, that you are desirable, that you are worthy to make that money. So let's not be in this hi Taurus risings, it's your girl Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read. This new moon is in your first house. What a beautiful time to plant seeds, right? New moons, new intentions, about how you want to show up authentically. You just had Jupiter enter your first house, which means just expansion, good fortune, good luck. So let's make sure that we're setting intentions about positive, beneficial things, about how you want to look out in the world. Maybe it's a new hairdo, maybe it's a new wardrobe, maybe it's just a new attitude. It's something about you that's changing, and it's going to be changing. You know this. You've changed a lot in the last 3 years. And so let this be a time where you can look at your goals, write them down, really sit with them, reflect on them, and then make some steps so they can be put into motion. I love this for you. I think this is a time where for this next year, you are going to start showing up as your best self. Let's pull a card. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, don't let anybody come in and just give you the wishy-washy, that kind of like playboy, playgirl mentality that I'm giving you all the words and give you all things, but not really doing it. Do it. Don't. Hi, Gemini rising. It's your girl Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read. And this is happening in the 12th house. You have a shit ton of stuff in your 12th house. Maybe you have been feeling very ho-hum. Maybe you have felt like isolating yourself from the world just because it's been Mercury retrograde was there, Uranus is there. It's just been a lot of stuff going on in the 12th house for you. But here's the thing. Jupiter is now there, and now you have this new moon. And so when we talk about the 12th house, we talk about a house where we end karmic cycles, where we go through our subconscious, we start healing old wounds, old patterns. So with this new moon, you might want to plant some seeds on how you can best show up for yourself and get rid of old behaviors, old patterns. Really try to heal and I don't want to say do away of, because I don't think we ever do away from the things, our trauma. It's always it's there, but let's really take some time for ourselves to nurture that, but also heal so we can move forward. Okay, let's pull a card. They were already shuffled. The Lovers for Gemini. It's your card, baby. You know, sometimes we are just stuck in old patterns, but kill this old love thing and move on. Move it. Hi, Cancer Risings. This is your, first of all, I'm Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read. And yeah, this is happening in your 11th house. This is like, I love it. I love it for you. It is in the 11th house, the house of networking, social media, community, friendships, hopes and dreams. Y'all plant some seeds about how you want your network to look, how you want your friendships to start manifesting, because maybe, just maybe, especially with Mercury retrograde that just happened there, you got rid of some friendships that were no longer viable. You moved out of some networking situations that were not that great. But here we go. Jupiter just moved into the 11th house for you. You have this new moon, so you can really do some manifestation, but really just planting seeds to be open to new friendships, be open to new networking opportunities. I love this for y'all. Like the cardinal signs need this. So I'm really excited for you. So hopefully this is helpful. Let's pull a card. The Hierophant. So, you know, when I get reverses, it's more of like you haven't been feeling this type of way. You haven't been feeling like your A game, and that might be in your friendships, your network, your job. But you know what? Take some time out this weekend and figure out what you really want. So, hi, Leo Risings. It's Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read. This is happening in your 10th house, and I know you've been struggling because I have also been struggling. But you know what? Let's just take maybe 10 minutes out of our schedule and plant some seeds, because this moon is super, super great for us. It's in our 10th house, the house of career, legacy, public image, change of status. And really, Taurus wants us to just do something passionate, wants us to make sure we're stable. So what seeds can you plant? What goals, what intentions do you have in regards to your career and your public image and maybe change of status that's going to set you up for success and for stability? And look, it's not all going to happen at one time. We just had Jupiter move into our 10th house, so it's going to grow everything and open our opportunities up. But like, we have to plant some seeds. So this is so exciting. I hope this resonates with you. Let's pull a card. Please show your talents to the world. Yeah, let's see what we got. 7 of Cups. Maybe there's just been so much, so many choices. I think I want to do this. I think I might want to do this. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. Let's see if we can focus. Let's see if we can be very fixed, right? And like focus on something that we can do passionately and greatly. Hi, Virgo Risings. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and this is your new moon. Can you even see the earrings? Your new moon in Taurus mini read. This is happening in your 9th house. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. It is the house of higher knowledge. It's the house of spirituality. It's the house of foreign and abroad travel. It is sweet. So where do you see yourself traveling? Where do you see yourself learning? Where do you want to plant those seeds of growth? Jupiter just moved there. Jupiter loves the 9th house, okay? And so it's really about how big can you think? Not how little, not how analytical you can be, but how imaginative you can be, how passionate you are about the thing that you want to learn, about the places that you want to visit. Okay, so let's plant some seeds in those areas of your life. Jupiter is there to help it bloom. It's going to be there for a year, but this new moon is super lovely. I wish the best for you. Let's pull a card. They've already been shuffled. Yeah, death and rebirth. You know, Virgos, I love them. I love Virgo women. They're so smart and so intelligent, but they overthink everything. And here's the thing, you can't have newness without death. So you're going to have to let some things go so you can live this really abundant life. Hi, Libra rising. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read. This is happening in your 8th house. You are a Libra. You are a Venus-ruled chart. Venus also rules Taurus, so Venus is ruling this moon, and it's in your 8th house of intimacy and shared finances. Woo, yummy, yummy, yum. Okay, so let's see. You might want to set some intentions around if you want a grant, if you want a loan, if you want to talk to your lovey-dovey partner about finances and how to distribute the finances, how you guys are going to join finances. This might even be a time to really have some very intimate, deep conversations with your partner so your relationship can go to the next level. I just love this. If you practice sex magic, I'm not going to explain it to you on how to do it here, but you can Google it or you can DM me. Don't DM me, honestly. If you're a woman, DM me. But if you're a man, please don't say anything crazy. But on how that would work, this is a great moon to do sex magic, especially since it's in your 8th house of sex and intimacy. So, yeah, and Jupiter has moved there to make everything just overly great for the next year. So let's pull a card with 8 seconds left. Sorry. Strength. And it might be hard having those conversations with your partner, right? But do it anyway. Do it. Hi, Scorpio risings. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus read. This is happening in your 7th house of marriage, contractual partnerships, and sometimes outward enemies. I would say, you know, Scorpios have been going through it, and that's all I know. I empathize with y'all. And so this new moon here is sweetness brought to a very chaotic month, maybe 5 months for you. And you want to plant some seeds around how you want your partnerships to look. And when I say how you want them to look, I need you to go deep. I need you to not be superficial. And Scorpios are not superficial, right? So I need you to think about how you really want them to look, smell, feel. And write that down and meditate on that. Visualize about that. Jupiter just moved into your 7th house, so there's going to be so many opportunities for connections in the next year that you want to be prepared. And remember that you're going to be filtering. Somebody's going to come in, it's not going to sit right. Filter them out and then cross or add to your list as you see fit. But definitely sit with what you want your partnerships to look like. Let's pull a card. 5 of Swords. Yeah, you feel like you haven't been getting the communication from partners. Or are they doing you dirty? Let them go. Come on. Hi, Sagittarius rising. It's your girl, Intuitively D. This is your new moon in Taurus mini read. This is happening in your 6th house of health, your daily schedule, your how you deal with your coworkers, and maybe authoritative figures. I don't know why my words are just not coming out the way that I want them to come out, but it is what it is. All right. So you have this new moon here. Maybe your coworkers are getting on your motherfucking nerves. Maybe your daily schedule has been quite chaotic. This is the time, maybe your mental health, your fitness, because also it's health, diet, and fitness is also in this house. Maybe those have been everywhere. Like you've been trying to get together and it's just not getting together. This is the moon. It's ruled by, a Taurus moon is ruled by Venus. It wants the best for you. Okay. It wants the best for you. It wants you to look good, smell good, feel good. So maybe you need to set some intentions around all of that stuff. Maybe go to therapy, maybe get a diet plan routine from somebody that's credentialed. Maybe have a conversation with your coworkers if they've been driving you crazy. Set some intentions on those things. Maybe your schedule, you need to rearrange it so it's more sustainable. It's possible. Let's look at a card. Page of Swords. in reverse. So maybe you just haven't been getting the offers of communication from people that you want. Hi Capricorn rising, it's your girl Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read. It's in a fellow sign. I feel like I'm a Capricorn sun. I'm not a Capricorn rising, but I just feel like life is going to get good for Capricorns moving forward. I say this now, so hopefully this is just it. This is happening in your 5th house, the house of self-expression, creativity, romance, dating, having fun with your children, or if you work with children, it's about them. And, you know, this new moon, let's plan some intentions on how you want to express yourself creatively better, how you want to date, how you want to spend time with your children. And I want you to emphasize fun. I know, Capricorns, I know. I want you to really emphasize fun. People think Capricorns are not fun people. We are the most fun people, okay? So I really want you to emphasize that and see if you can plan some intentions on how you can bring fun into those areas. Jupiter has moved into that 5th house too, so it's going to expand all that goodness. I'm just excited for Capricorn risings because y'all been going through it. I know you have. I'm a sun, and so I've slightly been going through it. And so here we go. Yeah, for 2 of Wands. Maybe you've been figuring out, do I want to date this person? Do I want to have children? Do I want to express myself like this? Figure it out. Set some intentions. Do what you want. Hi, Aquarius rising. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read. All right, this new moon is happening in your 4th house, and just like every other fixed sign, you've been struggling. We all know it. Struggling with relationships, housing, work. You've been struggling in one of those major areas of your life. We get it. But here's the thing. This new moon in Taurus is super sweet. Jupiter just moved into Taurus, into your 4th house also. And give that some time to start like doing its thing. But this new moon is a really good time to plant some intentions around where you want to live, your familial relationships, maybe with your mother, but having conversations around, this is what I want our family relationship to look like, whether it's with your parents, siblings, whoever. This is also a good time to, if you've been looking for housing or you want to move, set some intentions around that. And remember, setting intentions is not just wishing it happens. Set the intentions and then you start working, right? You start making it happen. It can also be about redecorating because Taurus wants us to look good, feel good, smell good, ruled by Venus. So maybe you're redecorating your home. This is just a really sweet moon for you, Aquarius rising. Let's pull a card. Oh yeah, 6 of Swords in the reverse. So maybe you have already moved away from bullshit that you didn't like in your house onto greener pastures. Hi Pisces rising, it's your girl Intuitively D, and this is your new moon in Taurus mini read video. And so this is happening in your 3rd house, the house of communication, short distance travel. What else happens in that 3rd house? Relationships with siblings, cousins, things of that nature. With this new moon being there and Jupiter just moving there, but it's going to take some time for Jupiter to start doing its magic. But this new moon is all about setting intentions around how you communicate with other people, communication you might want to receive from other people. It might also have to do with, like, are you planning trips that are going to be fun and pleasurable? Maybe you want to start planting seeds around that for maybe the end of the year or maybe for the summer, because that's coming up actually pretty quickly. So use this new moon to plant some seeds around maybe road trips, around communication with family, or just communication altogether. If you want to write that blog, start that podcast, any of those things, this would be a good time to do it. I pulled a card. Actually, it just fell out, and I was like, I'm going to take it for them. And it's the 10 of Wands. So here's the thing. What are you moving away from in that house? Who do you no longer want to communicate with, no longer want to, like, road trip with? You can now plant some seeds to who you really want to communicate with.